Intellectualization is a defense mechanism in which a person uses logical reasoning to block confrontation or to block feelings that will bring uneasiness. So the person uses thinking to avoid failing. For instance, when when you are under pressure, you use certain things to explain your negative behaviors. It's not that you plan to do that, but that thing has happened. But in fact, if you don't use thinking or logical reasoning to explain yourself, the emotional the emotional event or the emotional feelings will be so overwhelmed that you will not be able to function properly. So you have to use thinking or wisdom to defend yourself. As nurses, we encounter a lot of pressures at the workplace. So let's take, for instance, you are a nurse at the intensive care unit. And you know the pressure at the intensive care unit with so many patients, everybody looking for attention and other things. So at the workplace, some patients would like to have more of you or more of your attention. But since they are not the only people on the ward, you can spend more time with them. So if you are going to break a news of a bad lab results to a client, you just go there and tell the person the outcome of the results and leave. Or if you are going to break a news of a loss of a loved one to a relative, you only go there, break the news, and leave. And the clients on the ward see you to be insensitive, they see you to be not caring. And the logical reason you give to them that there are a lot of clients here. They are not the only patients you attended to. You have to attend to other people. It doesn't mean that you don't have emotions. You do. But you cannot interfere your emotions with the work. You are working and you should work as hard as that. So you are just uh, focusing on the work. And later, when you go home, you reflect on some of the things that took place at the workplace. So, as nurses, the client sees us on the ward to be hard and tough. But when we go home, we break down. Sometimes you'll be in your shower, and whilst you are washing down, you remember some of the things that took place in the ward. And that's where we shed our tears. That's where we cry. That's where we become emotional. And we say that, oh, that lab results, it was so bad. I wish I could have spent more time with the client so that I would have offered my shoulder for the person to cry on, or that person who lost their relative. Oh, it was so emotional. And that is when we become emotional, but not when we are working. Another example could be that you have lost your beloved or your dear one. Let's take, for instance, you've lost your mother. Instead of you to become emotional and cry over the lost, no, 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 no. You give rational reasons like you are the firstborn. You have to arrange for the burial of your mother. You have to ensure that she's well handled. You have to ensure that medical bills are paid. You have to ensure that this. So you'll be up moving up and down, and you will not cry. And people wonder, are you normal? You've lost your mother. You should be crying. You should be emotional, but you are busy moving up and down. In fact, it's not that you don't have emotions, you do. But after the barrier, after everything, you stay in your room, and that is when you can cry or mourn for your mother. Is that okay? This one there is one of my favorite defense mechanisms. Why? If you are able to use intellectualization effectively without mixing your emotions with your logical reasoning, then you become a smart person. It's like you are a smart lady or a smart gentleman. You know when you are doing stuff, you only focus on the stuff that you are doing, and you can become emotional later. But if you are using it and it is just affecting what is actually bothering you, then you end up bottling up emotions. If you don't cry later after the event, then you'll be bottling up emotion, and the day will come that you are going to bring out best of all these emotions that will break you down, and you are going to get a serious condition like depression or anxiety. We don't want that to happen to you. So if you cannot handle this kind of defense mechanism, consult a clinical psychologist. See you next time. Bye.